Hi, I'm here today with Gladys Rivera, who is a proud member of Cream City Communicators. This year, during 2017-2018, she's serving as the District 35 Division D Director. Welcome, Gladys. We're glad to have you here.
Well, thanks for having me.
So tell me, how did you first get started in Toastmasters?
It started about 4 years ago, and I had heard about Toastmasters. I wasn't really sure what it was about, but it was recommended to me by a top speaker, Les Brown. I went to see him speak, and we had a powwow after his presentation, and after our conversation, he convinced me that I should check it out. So as soon as I came back from New York, I came here to Cream City Communicators, and I decided I wanted to sit in on a meeting, see what it was about. I really enjoyed it. It was a very welcoming experience for me, so I decided to join. And it's been amazing ever since.
Excellent. So last year you served as the club president for Cream City, and now you've taken on a division director leadership role. Tell me a little bit about what the growth opportunity has been for you in your first 3 months of district leadership.
As a division director, I've learned to work with different individuals that might have different there are some challenges when you're working with different personalities, and I've learned a lot about myself. I thought I'm going to be a division director and I'm going to change a lot of things and then we're going to grow, but part of the change was learning what I needed to work on for myself and how I can use the changes in the experiences that I was encountering to improve myself in order to improve, have that reflect onto my area directors and then my clubs.
And in your division role, you have a number of responsibilities. I know that we just finished wrapping up the Summer Toastmasters Leadership Institute, which is the training for club officers. But now you have another big cycle of projects happening, which are the contest cycle. These start at the club, the winners move on to compete at the area, and then the area winners come on to the division. So let's talk a little bit about that. What can somebody expect the first time they go to a contest at a division level?
They're going to see a lot of structure, where Toastmasters is very structured. So when you first come in, everybody's going to welcome you. You're going to feel like part of the family right away. So we're going to welcome you in. You're going to see contestants probably huddling to one side of the room, having conversation about what the rules and the regulations are, because they need to be briefed, just as a reminder before they start the contest. Then the judges will go into a separate area, usually closed off from the rest of the group, and they will be briefed. We have a chief judge who will oversee that part of it.
Okay.
But we also have a tiebreaker judge who is not actually allowed in that room during the briefing, because no one, including the judges, are allowed to know who the tie-breaking judge is. So in the event that we have a tie with the contestants, that judge will be called upon to break the tie.
Okay.
As far as the contestants, for our upcoming event, the Humorous contest, those speeches are timed. And we have a couple of timers. They share the responsibility of timing the speeches and the speakers. And they will signal them, let them know. You know, you have 5 minutes, or then you're down. If it's a 7-minute speech, they'll signal them at a 5-minute mark, a 6-minute mark, and then the 7-minute mark, so that the speaker knows when they're coming or to the end of their speech. When they're done, at the end of all of that, they're escorted out. Or they come back up to the stage, and you learn a little bit more about these individual speakers. So it's kind of exciting.
And that's done through the interview.
Yes,
process,
so there's
right?
an interview process.
Okay.
We have a contest master, and so far we've got the contest master, we have the chief judge, and the contestants and the judges.
Okay.
So we have other people who work really hard in the back, not really seen up front. So in the background, we'll have people who are like sergeant at arms working to make sure the venue is prepared for them appropriately, and that things are being done in a timely manner.
Well, and those are really great explanations of the people who are in roles where they're doing work and they're volunteering behind the scenes. But let's talk a little bit about the audience.
Yeah.
So the first time that you went to a contest outside of the club area, what was your takeaway of just simply being an audience member?
Wow, that's all I kept thinking was, wow, that was amazing, because I got to see a lot of teamwork, a lot of people working together to make this one thing happen. And it was funny. I went to a humorous contest. It was really funny, but you wind up most times just being engrossed by the stories that are being told. There's a lot of stories being told, and sometimes you get caught up in that, and it can be it was a very exciting experience for me.
Okay.
I enjoyed it very much. I think everyone was really friendly. It helped me to understand the process.
Okay.
And actually encouraged me, motivated me to become more involved in the leadership roles.
Wonderful. So let's talk about the opportunity for newer members. If they wanted to come out and see the contest, you said that this is a humorous contest, so they can expect funny stories.
Oh, yeah,
A lot of laughing, so feel good opportunity. So what would they expect beyond being present and seeing the teamwork behind the scenes? But as an audience member, what will be their takeaway? What will they learn from listening to the humorous contestants?
They will learn about. If you can maybe elaborate a little bit more on that.
Sure. So, well, I can tell you a little bit about my experience, but maybe this is maybe going back to yours. If you think about Alan Edge, for example, right, a wonderful humorous contestant, Rich Boomslider, another wonderful humorous speech contestant, even the Strauss. What is it about their speaking style that we can learn from a humorous speech at a division level competition?
Well, first of all, you learn that everybody has a different style. And just for the Strauss, he's more animated. And so then you have Alan Edge, whose voice will carry and change. So there's variety. So you learn that. And it's sometimes it's just the little nuances that you don't really think about. Some of it is just silence, pausing at the right time before you tell that next joke or the next line in your story. So just learning those different techniques and actually seeing them in action.
And so you'll have up to 8 contestants in total,
Yes.
Is that correct? Okay, great. So for our viewers, let's find out, what is the date of your division contest?
So October 21st, 2017, we're going to have our contest at the Shorewood Village Center. Starts at 9:45 it goes up until 2 o'clock. We'll probably end a little bit earlier. Sometimes we stay behind because we just love it that much and we like to have conversation.
So 4 hours for 8 contestants?
Yes. So there's going to be they get to compete.
Okay.
And the judges will have to submit their ballots.
Okay.
They get counted. And then we, during that process, we're also interviewing the contestants.
Okay.
And so there'll be some light snacks and refreshments. So we hope to see everyone out there.
Wonderful. So again, that'll be Saturday, October 21st at the Shorewood Village Library, just off of East Capitol Drive. We hope that you can join us. Thanks for being here, Gladys.
Thanks for having me.